I survived 500 days on a Volcano Asteroid and oxygen not included. Can we survive on Volcanea with active magma channels and intense volcanic heat? We'll harness that power for geothermal power, making steam turbines incredibly efficient. The question is, can we manage the chaos and somehow beat the game? I'm playing on the default settings. Welcome to oxygen not included. So we're here and we're going to try to survive and beat the game on Volcanea. So we have a bunch of magma to work with, but you might think that this challenge might be very difficult. Well, not only that, but we also have magma channels, so there will be a bunch more magma, and we also have volcanic activity. So what is the best source of power here? I won't use petroleum that much or none of that. We're going to be using steam and steam turbines. So yeah, very hard. I mean, could be hard. I really have to see, but we will extract the heat for our own good. So let's see. We're starting off with Silver, Siren, and Galaga Hero. So Silver here, if you want to check her out. Building, handy, so 12 in construction. Galaga Hero is good at digging and machinery, so Grease Monkey. Siren, researching, and what is this? Yeah, so 12 in science. Anyways, the dupes will just start right off by digging out some 64 tile rooms. We have a lot of water to work with to the east and down here, so water is not an issue. There might be some leakages on this map because we have so much magma. I wouldn't be surprised if not all of it is covered in abyssalite. However, the starting biome seems fine for now, so let's just get started. For now, get some bedrooms, bathrooms, and of course, Galaga Hero here is stuck, but bedrooms, bathrooms, everything up on the first day. This is the ideal first day, and oxygen not included. Also have a bunch of carbon dioxide from the east here. I need all of that to float through here. And then we want to start researching, of course. Just research everything in the game. And before the first night, everything is up. Yes, achievements float abound. As you can see here, top left, Volcanea, volcanic activity, and magma channels. I wonder how hard this will be. Anyways, let's get a great haul if we can, but for now, a mess hall. We'll do a bit of digging, but we need to get all of this up. Perfect. Meal preparation. Need to gather more food and supplies, so keep on digging. So far, so good. I can see our biomes that surround us. Nothing too complicated for now. However, research has been completed, as I said. To get a great haul, I'll also need some interior decor, flower pots. After that, I will go for advanced research. I will also start farming some, meal ice, but eventually I really like getting into ranching, getting some hatches, so that is the mid goal. The goal for the mid game. New blueprint. We actually have two good duplicates here. We either have Travaldo, who can do cooking, farming, building, or doctoring, farming, decorating, but Travaldo seems way better. Welcome aboard, Wenceslavs. As I said, all of this cooking, though, is going to be our main priority. Also get an oxygen diffuser for now, for oxygen, and then just excavate for resources. Done with advanced research, I want brute force refinement, and then we should get some coal generators with a smart battery. But I want to get steam turbines, but that is like in the mid game. Got some skills here. Venceslav's grilling for now. Now then, rock crusher, and as I said, refined coal, refined copper. New skill, Siren, advanced research. Everyone else, level up in your passion. I would also like to get a water tank, so I will plan that out for now. I will need some airflow. Where is that? Pressure management. I think I'll have the water tank right here. Suffocating. Oh my goodness. Venceslavs. If you just dig out this one right here, should be fine. Yeah, perfect. New blueprint. A decorator that cannot do building or digging. The problem is that decorators, like 99% of the time, they're not doing anything, and then only 1% of the time when I need sculptures or something, then they decorate, so you're not good. Would I ideally like a rancher, so none of you will take a damn hatchling. Suffocating. This is just insane. We're so close to dying all the time. I do not like that. I'm going to add some lights to our workspaces because they will work 15% faster. We have a great hall latrine. This will become a barracks. I want a kitchen all the way over here. I can get an electric grill as well. Pickled meals, if you don't know, they last a very long time even when they're not refrigerated, so that would be perfect for the early game. We don't have access to a lot of cooling, especially refrigerators, or even better, cooling down. We have natural gas. That natural gas geyser will be extremely useful. Use natural gas generators early on. We also have a bunch of slime here, but when it's in its solid form in a block, it doesn't off-gas any slime lungs. So we're just going to leave that be, get some deodorizers if needed. We can now get a smart battery, but I will also need to get automation wires, and as I said, pressure management. Pickled meals, pickle meals. Who's the chef? Venceslavs, come and cook. Let him cook. And we don't need a manual generator, which is quite nice. New blueprint, plus 11 to machinery. Ari, you are absolutely decked out. Welcome aboard, Eternal Love. Mostly operating, but also building. We have a damn shine nymph in here, and everybody. No, sleep is the most important thing in life. Good sleep, good food, and exercise, and that's how you live to 100 years. Anyways, everything is coming together. Plumbing I want as well. I want everything, and oxygen not included. With airflow tiles I can now begin all of this. I made this wrong. I also need some mesh tiles. We're researching so fast. Let's get refrigerators. Time for a liquid pump. We keep on getting such good dupes. Supplying, tidying. Wow, super productive. Welcome aboard, Malarkey. But next one needs to be a rancher. We need more food. We also need more oxygen. Come on. Made a mess. Wow, this is not such a good start, is it? Probably work on those outhouses. Oh well, things are getting better. Made a mess. What is going on? Deliver dirt to the toilets. This is just the pea colony. Jesus, the pea colony. Wonderful, wonderful. We love to see it, don't we? Need to get some deodorizers. While we have our rancher, can also do operating. Building is buffed too, although we will go up to 7 dupes quite early, which is not ideal. But if we can survive, then this will be extremely useful. Welcome aboard, Aaron. Yeah, so you need to get into ranching soon, so eventually we'll have to make a few ranches. Shouldn't be a problem. I would like a proper lavatory system, so we already have sanitation. Let's get distillation for the water sieve, and now we can release all of this water since we have the water tank ready, and just keep on digging for resources. Ooh, okay, here we have some very warm abyssalite. This might be magma. The flow of water, the essence of life. New blueprint, but I don't need more dupes for a while. 7 dupes at cycle 18 or whatever it was. We just want to keep on digging up some tiles for more ranch or hatchlings. Now then, water coming in for all of this. We're progressing insanely fast. Only cycle 20. Also got ranching. I'm just going to research a bit of everything. Artistic expression. What else? Refined renovations. Advanced power regulation to split up the power grid. New blueprint. Again, I don't need anyone. 45,000 kilocalories. Lots of food. Here we go. Sinks and lavatories. To start off, I want maybe 3 or 4 ranches to get things going. Wow, look at this place now. We have critter ranching, astronomy, morale already at 12, cycle 24 so far, not too shabby. But I need more food, so let's get some of this. All the hatches, I need you and I want you. How much research have we done? Oh well, let's prepare for the mid-game soon. Renewable energy, that will be nice, but I need steel and everything for the aqua tuners. Oh well, let's research Everything. So for now, I'm going to have a bunch of incubators, maybe 8, or what is this? 10 incubators filled with hatch eggs, unpowered, because, well, I don't want to waste coal on that. And the excess eggs will be turned into omelets, because we need food right now. So put this on a priority of 6 or 7, and the scrambled eggs, the egg cracker at a lower priority. Now then, dig more. So we're going to now go into the swamp. We don't have much else to do in the starter biome. So yeah, let's get a bunch of deodorizers. I also want some atmosuits. I'm just going to preemptively get some polluted water. Make sure we get some thimble reeds for the fiber. Yeah, some resources. So let's dig. Ooh, bunch of 8 kilos. No wonder there's so much. Here we go, all of it. Digging, operating, supplying. Welcome aboard, Erupting. And already getting a bunch of deodorizers. This biome will be excavated. Ooh, what is this? Got the tundra biome, I think this is called. So even a volcanic asteroid has an ice biome. So we can get thermium and tungsten. I want 1,000 deodorizers, I'm telling you. Excavate this biome. This will also be a lot of clay for ceramic in the future. Ah, silver is stuck. Ah, poor silver. Somebody's sick. Ah, bunch of slime lung. Eventually it will all be done. However, now let's get some atmosuits. Speaking of which, I need an electrolyzer set up. Could be a perfect spot to have it in here. Algae will run out soon anyways. We also have something here that I want to uncover. Natural gas geyser. 2 of them. Wow, that is interesting. However, let's get... We've researched a bunch on top here, but hazard protection. Well then, let's plan all of this out. Oh, I need to research a bit more. Ah, do I? I need insulated liquid pipes. This would be perfect for an electrolyzer setup. Nice and cool. Even have an anti-entropy thermal nullifier. I might actually use that because it uses up hydrogen, so we can use the excess hydrogen to cool down the area maybe. This will be very interesting actually. There is another one here. Only use up 10 hydrogen. No, wait. Only use up a little bit of hydrogen a second. 18 in operating or machinery. Wow. I cannot give this up, can I? Welcome aboard, Rook. Bottomless stomach, but we will soon have enough food. We're just researching the last components of this thing. Then we need some insulated piping. We are damaging the anti-entropy thermal nullifier because of wrong element damage. I need to get some iron. We're running out of food. You know what? We are a bit idle, so manual generators. Power up the incubators. We need more. Now then, is this all working? 450 for the oxygen, above 850 grams pressure for the gas pump here. And now it's actually working. Yeah, it's cooling down. Now then, is this all ready? I think we're ready for the oxygen. Here we go. So now we'll be able to get this going. Yes, come on. Hydrogen. Finally, it's working. So using pressure management to filter out the gases. Oh wait, this is wrong. This is definitely wrong here. Here we go. Now everything is working as it should. So slowly cooling down the environment here ensures that it always stays nice and cool. I would also like some insulated tiles up here to protect the area a bit. Keep everything nice and cool. And now we have too much hydrogen. Okay, one of you have to burn off some of it for now. I need to make a hydrogen generator back at home. What I could do is actually get a power control station. Then we get more power for our resources. Could also get a nature reserve. I need that. We also soon have mechatronics engineers, so we can get some of those things. For example, an auto sweeper. These things are really cooling the area down. Yeah, this is a little gym here. Leveling up athletics and machinery. Now then, time for some Atmo suits. We need more copper for the Atmo suits. Let's go. For now, Atmo suit exit could maybe be right here. Ooh, more food. I desperately need food. Already at 20 morale for most dupes. And mechatronics engineering on eternal love. Let's get some auto sweepers. I actually need a lot more copper. We have 2 rock crushers that are going to produce copper ore to copper. Look at this anti-entropy thermal nullifier. It's literally chilling down the environment so much. Carbon dioxide turns to a liquid and ice. I feel like I need more food, so a bit more mealwood for now. Anyways, all the Atmo suits, we have 8 of them. Should start things off. I need to get, what is it, exosuit training. We barely have any food. Come on. down. These anti-entropy thermonullifiers are really cooling down the environment, aren't they? So much value for barely any hydrogen. Don't have much food left. More meal ice for now. We can also afford some auto sweepers now. Now then, research renewable energy and all of this. Maybe get into the mid-game. We have a bunch of incubators, atmosuit docks, oxygen provided. We are ready to explore this hostile world. Also getting a bunch of clay now from all of this, which means a lot of ceramic later on in the game. Instead of turning all the eggs into omelette, the excess eggs will be put in a pool of water, so when they hatch, then we get meat instead, which is way more lucrative. However, we have to wait a while for the eggs to hatch, but should be good. We are really starting to ramp up on hatches now. Look at here, the sparkle streaking. Everybody's so happy. Now we have a lot of food. I've had to redesign the little system here for hydrogen, essentially switching up the priority. So first, these generators get it first, then the anti-entropy thermonullifiers, and then our little hydrogen generator. But I could do something like this as well, which would always supply here then. Let's see. Yeah, this is working just fine. A little bit complicated, this game, but I love it. Okay, now that we've managed food, we were almost starving, almost died to food problems, but now, as I said, mid-game stuff, so smelting and everything, you know, oil refining. Atmosuits are almost docked up with oxygen. I also need more water, but as you can see, I have a bunch of water over here. We also have a bit too much carbon dioxide, so we'll get a carbon skimmer. Here we go, carbon skimmer. We also don't have enough copper. I need to dig a bit more in this biome. And now explore to the east. Another mechatronics engineer on Erdi. Where's my decorator? Tidying, decorating, digging. You have to do. Welcome aboard, Ternos. And we will have you make some sculptures once you have masterworks and paint some paintings. Now our coal generators provide 900 watts if they have this tune up. And we have a bunch of power. The hatches provide us with a lot of coal. Almost 100 tons of coal. 100 tons of coal. Anyways, carbon dioxide is getting deleted. I don't want any of that garbage. But I feel like I will have atmosuits for the exterior of the base. And then we get some insulated tiles around the whole thing. I've gone for setups where I don't have atmosuits until I get to the oil biome. But let's keep things simple. As you can see, temperature in here, minus 40. I mean, minus 60. This is all going to permanently stay cooled. So we have a permanently cooled down base. Although all of this is not good. Oh, more hatchlings. We'll take that. Our dupes are idle. Let's go. The faster we can get steel and plastic, the faster we will beat the game. Come on. Yeah, so this right-hand side of the map, we just explore from space to the bottom of the map. Uh-oh, I don't want to mine into that. Look what we have here. A bunch of obsidian. Wait, this would be the perfect experiment. We get like a heat spike with diamonds and a door to transfer the heat automatically. That will be our power source. Yeah, probably have a volcano here as well. This is barely at the border though. They say we mine through it. Who cares? We have atmosuits. I don't care about the environment too. Let's mine through all of it. You get some insulated tiles. A bunch of water to soak up the heat. Here we go. Bunch of steam. Wow, this is all of that was... Look, I said like at the start of the game, some places won't have a light, so the heat will just leak in. And look what we found here. Wow, we are getting a bunch of steam. It's really heating up the whole thing. But we keep on digging. Liquid phosphorus, phosphorus gas. That's going to engulf the whole map. 500 kilos per tile of that. Wait, is this the bottom of the map? No, can't be. Look what we have here. Where is the oil? So we have neutronium right here. Nothing over here. No, we have some abyssalite here that's 70 degrees Celsius. You know, volcanoes. No, here it is. To the right. Okay, I don't care. Just dig. Now it's going to get a bit cooler here. All of this will evaporate. Probably seal off like a bunch of this with just obsidian or igneous rock, and then open all of this up so it can cool off, huh? But here we go, oil biome. So we'll stop here for now. So we have another cook here, could be very useful in the future. So Garlane, perfect. Temperature is going to cool down. Phosphorus gas, that is a lot of it. It will turn to liquid phosphorus. Some more research, almost done with all of it. Let's research all of it. I wanted to come in from here to the oil biome, but there's going to be so much liquid. I don't want all of that. that. So I'm going to come up from here. We have enough hatches too. So now all of them are cramped. Oh, I got a stone hatch egg. So I fed them sedimentary rock and that increases their chance of laying a stone hatch egg. You can see here, this creature has a 11% chance of laying stone hatch eggs. This probability increases when the creature eats sedimentary rock. We want to get some of those. I guess I can get rid of the melee soon. At least this part right here. Oh no, I don't want to starve. Better safe than sorry. More than needed. Look how much magma we have on this map. There's barely any oil. Okay, there is, but I need some oil wells. And preemptively, I'm going to get eggshell to lime, pokeshell mold to lime, and fossil to lime. Just for the mid-game. All of this is almost done. I don't want any liquids in here in this biome. And we're free to roam in. There is so much magma everywhere. Can't wait to harness its power. I'm also going to set up everything needed to start up this whole mid-game section. I always like to get an initial bit of plastic and steel so I can make my own setup for producing that later on. An oil refinery is needed. Metal refinery too. Some kilns and everything. Ooh, we actually have a bunch of oil here. That should last us for a while. Usually I use all the oil for the petroleum generators, but if we're going to use steam turbines, then this is not really needed so much. It's for plastic. Maybe go a bit deeper and get until here. That should be enough oil and resources. Look, there is so much magma. Infinite power. Building overheating. That is obviously not good. Make that out of gold. Ooh, this is not good. One tile of abyssalite. That we need to get rid of. Anyways, this is looking nice. We can start all of this up. Also have enough food from barbecue soon, so we can get rid of all of this. Rook stuck. Dupes always getting stuck. Luckily I made a contraption for made a mess. And I also need to fix up this kitchen. I have a lot to do. So we've done a few things now. Turnos has masterworks. We've replaced almost all the wiring with conductive wires. We're soon ready to start this all up. Food is incoming in unlimited barbecue. Now then, iron ore to iron, iron to steel. So while we wait for all of this to process, I'm going to insulate our base. Yeah, just some portion of it. But now as you can see, everything is incoming. Get a bunch of sculptures and paintings. Everything I want. I'm also going to get some maybe comfy beds. Sleep is everything. Sleep and your dupes will be more productive. Ooh, almost a 100. Cycle 100. Here we go, cycle 100. Now then, comfy beds. We are producing, baby. We have 2.7 tons of steel, or 2,700 kilos of that. A bunch of ceramic and refined carbon. I think we'll set this up maybe to the right. We could do to the left. Maybe we have more space here. Or actually, I would like to do the power first. So maybe we just hook up the grid to this spot right here. Slap down a few steam turbines, maybe 4. Get some power control stations and harvest the heat for our own power. And this is all heating up though. It's cooking. Everything is cooking. We have an iron volcano on this map and a chlorine gas vent. We have a nature reserve. Yes, I mean look, this will always be cool. And look what we have. Bunch of comfy beds. We are totally fine. I guess we should work on the next step, trying to make a proper layout here. First though, insulation tiles. New duplicant, meep, supplying 10 strength and buff plus 3 strength. Welcome aboard, Hellboy. Ooh, this pump is overheating. Luckily we have steel. Yeah, all of this from the metal refinery, I believe. I think I need more downtime for my dupes. They barely have time to get back to base. Decor in the base, as you can see, lovely to see. Whole base has almost been insulated too. As you can see, the cool oxygen is cooling down the whole base. Anyways, it's time. I need to dig into here. I think I know what to do. Yeah, I already have insane morale, 30 on some people. You know what, I'm feeling optimistic. Jukebot, maybe get some beach chairs along with the sun lamp. Oh, I need glass. Mechanical surfboard, everything. We also have a bunch of reed fibers, some clothing refashionator and textile loom. Look at this beach chair. Even when they don't use it without light, it's relaxing. And what are you doing? Just clapping your hands? Now then, time to do this. So what I've done here is made double liquid lock for the steam in here, you know, so the heat doesn't escape. In here there won't be any gases, so this should be fine. But I will need 4 steam turbines, and yeah, should be enough. Maybe even 5 if we go 1, 2, 3, or just 4 for now. Here we go. Everything is, I think this should all work. Okay, so the whole setup is soon ready. As you can see here, we've got our power control stations at max power. Look at this. We will get 12, what is this, 1275 watts times 4 is 5100 watts, so 5000 watts. So that is like 2 petroleum generators, and with that power we should be able to support the rest of the colony. I've hooked up this system now to the grid. You just need to construct the door here, set this to 190. Steam turbines, if the steam below is higher than 200 degrees Celsius, then you should not use steam that is above 200 degrees Celsius because it's already at the max capacity, so we'll just be wasting heat. So the door will... buildings melted. That is not good. I cannot use lead here. I have to use steel wires. Thermal sensor out of steel. Liquid pipe sensor out of steel. Yeah, that lead is so warm. Everything here is so warm. So if the temperature is not warm enough, then it will send a green signal to open... No, wait. It will send a green signal to close the door if it's below 190 degrees Celsius, thus transferring heat. Now then, I want water here. Enable auto bottle. So now that should all cool down. Let's see if this will actually work. Geothermal power. Buildings melted. Everything needs to be steel. Ooh, the thermal aqua tuner. I need some water here. I don't want to waste steel repairing, so please... come here. Here we go. All seems to be working just fine. Oh my. Okay. This is a lot. Right. Send green signal if... Why is this not working? Oh no. If above. This is so confusing. We already have enough heat. So here we go. Now it's all working. Eventually the heat here will dissipate. But then we make this deeper into the earth. Here we go. Proper power, baby. It's being cooled down soon. Thermal aqua tuner needs to activate. And yeah. Okay. We will use power for the thermal aqua tuner. So net power is what, for 3900 watts. Still good. Yeah, it's slowly cooling down, but as you can see, it's all working. The door opens when there's not enough heat, and then when there's enough heat, then the door opens, thus canceling the heat transfer. So now we can just leave that be forever, and it will take a very long time to siphon out the heat from this place. And now coal generators are not working, obviously. Morale, 40 morale. Nice. All the skills. All the damn skills. And now we should start up the mid-game. I want some suits like this. The Snazzy blue suits for decor. And I want some Atmos suits here because I think I'm going to construct everything in our industry area over here. To the left. To the west. But yeah, this is just glorious. It's actually working. And then when we need to expand the spike deeper, we just mine into here. There should be a vacuum and expand. So now we are constructing here just steam turbines and then cooling for the whole system. And then we should get this all going. Look at this place. This is quite cinematic. An oil biome surrounded by magma. So much power potential here. Now we're just getting power from, let's see here, power generation. Ooh, hydrogen generator actually carrying. Now then, all of this is looking nice. Wouldn't you agree? This is looking very nice. Let's get all the machinery. I forgot about my hatches a bit. We are currently replacing the stone hatches, or the regular hatches, with stone hatches. So I need to get them going up before we run out of food. So yeah, powered incubators. It's all coming online now. It's taking quite some time, but this will be all up and going soon. The ROI on this thing will be immense though. For now, we need water in the loops. New duplicant, another operator maybe. Welcome aboard, Versek. Also obtained in digging. How? Because of the Atmos suit. Now I need to get the oil from this biome all the way back up there. So eventually I'll need an astronaut. So Nicola, suit wearing astronaut. Welcome aboard, Clockworks. Ooh, here we go. Petroleum incoming. It will load up all of these things. So I need this to turn into steam, all of this water. What I'm going to do is have to cool it down quite a bit, actually. Yeah, already turned into steam. Nice. Now then, iron ore to iron, iron to steel, and gold amalgam to gold. Maybe wolframite to tungsten too. I also need a bunch of glass, like infinite glass for solar panels. What the hell is going on here? Pressure damage? Why is there 3,000 kilos of polluted water there? Wow, that is a lot of pressure damage. There we go, it's fixed. And as you can see, it's all coming along. Nice. Fossil to lime, eggshell to lime, everything. Refined carbon, ceramic. Production, baby. We don't need all of this here. Power transformers I would like to move. Research is almost all done. With the glass, I can now get a sun lamp. I can get a vertical wind tunnel. Why not? Oh, we don't have enough power. I think I will need more of these things. No, I need more batteries. That's why. Looks like I'll need more of these contraptions here. Ooh, we're slightly running out of food. Well, more is coming in soon. Maybe get a few more ranches. I need to expand the base up here. I have delayed it for too long. First, I will siphon out all of this water. We can place another heat spike either here or here. This one seems nice and warm. I want to explore more of this area. Let me go down here. At least now I think we have enough power, but sometimes it dips. I need another one of those contraptions. Maybe this time with 5 steam turbines. We have a bunch of achievements. 1, 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then 5. Infinite. Literally infinite. Infinite. Wow, it's not raw. Oxygen not occluded. Royal flush. Red light. Green light. Art. Background, underground, ghost of gravitas, good egg, day final tune machine, easy living. Oi, oi, oi. Wow, quite some stats too. Yeah, so yes, more magma. I want to see if there's another oil biome down here. Doesn't seem like it, unfortunately. Oh well, let's construct another one of these things. No, then, this shouldn't take long at all. Just copy paste. Now then, I have a giant heat spike in the middle of this geode. Time to extract every single last heat of it. All the heat will be extracted for our own. Okay, everything is ready. I think. Yeah, everything is ready. Okay, so 5 steam turbines this time. That should surely help out. No food? What the hell happened to our food? Oh well, kill the stone hatches. Here we go. Close it all up. And we've got... Oh wow, look at that obsidian. It is absolutely tanking all of that heat. But we also have enough power, so this won't be running so much. But when it does, then we've got even more power. Look at the duplicates here. So happy. Morale, high 30s. Low 40s. Look at our dupes. Morale, morale, morale. But we need more food. I'm also going to set up a gym for our dupes, just in case. But I think after we've sorted out our food situation, we should head into space. And also, I'm not finding another oil biome. Would be bad if we cannot get a renewable source of oil. Let's clean up the base a bit and then head into space if we can. So this is the state of the base now. Are they getting into the late game soon? Which is insane with our geothermal power. Next up, I should get one in the magma here. That would be way more efficient. Ah, oil biome. Never mind. If I can get a renewable source of oil, or we don't really need it now, but very soon. We don't have enough steel. 52 tons of iron, but nobody's actually making steel, which I really need. I need another astronaut, so Lilith. I haven't found a water vent yet. I need some sort of water. Another chlorine gas vent. Where's my water? Actually, I need to find more oil. I'll have to go into here. Oh, I love the dupes in this thing. So satisfying. So satisfying. And the people are gymming. Let's see here. Rook just leveled up. We are gymming. We are gymming. I'm going to get some more oil. I just want to clear all of this up. We have way too much coal. Well, I could use coal power forever. We have so many sources of power. I haven't even tapped into our natural gas geysers. But yeah, look at this. Like half the map is just these pockets of absolute magma and heat. I do have cool steam vents I could use. Supplying suit wearing building. It could be useful, Harold. 16 dupes. Welcome aboard, Gino. Ooh, finally. Oil reservoir. At least we have one. So we should be fine with oil. Not only that, but there's a huge amount of it. Only one oil reservoir. I think this is the only one on the map. There might be something to the left here, maybe. But we're not using a lot of oil then, I suppose. We've researched everything up to the ship now. Just need to get into space, but it's filled with... Yeah, I do not like that. Ah, here's space. Minor volcano. Volcanoes everywhere. And a copper volcano. Where's my water? Yeah, that's what happens when half the map is magma. You don't have a renewable source of water. What the hell is this space? So we have a vacuum here, a space exposure, but there's another biome above it. This might be the weirdest thing I've seen. Maybe I just continue digging up. Alert, surface breach. There's no... What is this map? This is not surface breach. This is the weirdest map I've been on. Yeah, here is some proper space. So we have been up to a lot. We have transit tubes all across the map now. Day 255. Oh, looks like there was a meteorite here, but we're exploring space as well. So everything is just coming along. And yeah, we are soon into space, just getting the blast shots so we can fend off these meteors. If I'm honest, I might get some jet suits, maybe. Look at these massive meteors. Yep, this will be fun to work on. So many meteors. I really need the meteor blaster up. 100 tons of ceramic. I think we're fine on that front. Here we go. Meteor blaster. I will need to cool it down because it will heat up. But for now, space them 15 tiles out. Or actually, I think I'll have my rockets here. We don't have a lot of space for the rockets. So rockets to the right. And I want some shipping as well. I don't have enough iron. I need to dig for some more. So now we have another meteor shower, but the solar panels will be protected. Just good to see. Very much protected. Temperature in the base, nice and cool. We have successfully sealed it all off. Now then, our little freezer set up, if it will work. Hook all of that up. So if food is frozen below minus 18 degrees Celsius, minus 18 degrees Celsius and chlorine gas, then it won't spoil. Yeah, let's move all of our food. Yeah, looks like it is working. Nice. And we can fix all of this up. I also have to move our grills. Yeah, looks like it's all working. Uh-oh, I accidentally cooled down the chlorine, so it froze. That is definitely not ideal. Oh well, get another liquid in there. Looks like that will work. Now, barbecue, deep freeze sterile atmosphere. It will never spoil. Our space program, continue getting more power. Another supplier suit wearing. Oh, welcome aboard, dog. And now I just need to get the steam rockets to start all of this up. I'm just going to make a looping system because all of the temperatures all over the place. So I will simply go in between the tiles, maybe like this. A huge cooling loop just to better equalize the temperature around the base. I also don't like having the kitchen here sticking out like this in the base. I think I'll just move the kitchen to right above our little mess hall here. Yeah, great hall above here. Now then, the loop is working. Now it's getting filled up with water. Temperature will stabilize. We have so much morale. I'm just going to have some people get all the skills. Some people become better engineers, silver mechatronics engineering. I mean, look at our people. 50 morale on Garlene, 60 on Venceslavs. I mean, look how good this colony is. I've also moved the kitchen over. Nice and clean, so everything is compact in this base right here. An 80 by 64, what is it? 54, I think. 80 tiles wide and 54 tiles high. So this might be my reference for future colonies. This might be my dream base, my absolute dream base. Now that all the side quests have been completed, we have enough resources, we have enough food, base is looking good. I think I will focus on space. Yeah, look at space. It's getting bombarded. We have too many meteor blasters, don't we? But some of them are still making it through. I'll need a telescope or two. New duplicate, Devon. Yes. Welcome aboard, Jertle. And now let's scan the star map. I want everything. New duplicate, operating, digging, tidying. Welcome aboard, numbers. Here we go. We've got Garlene just flying through space. Ooh, we've explored the whole surface. Now we have a better understanding of this map. So a problem we're having right now is that this hot regolith on top of the structure is heating up and we're getting scalded. I want to move all of this. We'll use this to then... Oh my goodness, why is it moving it? I wanted to heat up water for steam here, but that doesn't work when there's meteorites. So now our little space base here is looking just fine. We've had a few problems here, but with time, everything gets solved. Now then, let's construct our rocket. We have a bunch of steel, but on this map, we don't have a lot of iron left. We do have some in here. I need to get some from here. Now all we need is some water. We should be good. So now we've got water here. It will heat up and then we can launch. I think Lilith, you can head out. Now then, steam. Now then, the big day is here. Time to launch the rocket. Ah, look at our happy dupes. Yeah, now we're done with that. We just need to go one more time. Might need a little bit more water. But yeah, we will research petroleum engine right down here. So hydrocarbon combustion. But first we need solid fuel combustion. Then we can get our mission control station, which will improve our rocket speed. And then after getting the petroleum engine, we will get the resources for what? Supercoolant, so we can get liquid oxygen and hydrogen for the hydrogen engine. Nice. So this is our current power grid, and we've got liquids, and then we've got gases. The core in the base is shining bright like a diamond. The rocket will be back in 1.2 cycles. Here we go. Come on, land. There it is. So now you should be able to go out. Or no, I want you in there. You still need to go to this other carbon asteroid. But now we have enough data banks, I think. So keep it up, keep it up. Oh, I like this statue here with the mermaid. That is truly a masterpiece. Now then, we have researched mission control station. And this is soon ready to head out. Mission control station, here we go. Now then, launch away once more. The final one before we get petroleum, I believe. Maybe we need to go one more time. We're studying all of these. You get 50, so 250. I don't think it's enough, is it? We have 30 data banks there. Oh, we should have gotten... Yeah, no, we got 250 for the first one, and then we need 250 for the second one. But we'll be missing 100, so we'll need to go one more time after this time. But I don't think we'll have enough fuel, will we? Oh, well, let's see. Might have to make the rocket smaller. Yeah, I need more data banks. Oh, yeah. Ooh, rocket is back. Let's see if you can go to a metallic asteroid. If only I had another one of these carbon asteroids here, but nope. Oh, we managed to complete the research. Yeah, we cannot launch to the metallic asteroid, so this is good. Apparently you only get 50 for the first time research, but if you do it again, you get 10. So I actually don't have to go here. Oh well, time to build a new rocket. Delete all of this and get a petroleum engine. Then I need oxalite, but I've been building that up. And of course petroleum. And then I will get one rocket for gathering fullerene, so you can get supercoolant, a lot of it early on. I need to research solid cargo and then cryofuel combustion. So this rocket can go quite the distance, 27,000 kilometers, 30,000. And then first destination, metallic asteroid. Gino, come over here and let's launch. That will be a lot of heat down. 1,000 degrees Celsius. Actually, we don't have much else to do, so why don't we get a second research rocket? Speed things up. Our last dupe, tidying suit wearing. Welcome aboard, Alicia. Anyways, this rocket is also ready. Now then, launch. More. Now we just need to mine for some more resources. We have something in here, so let's go. Need more water too. Where are my water geysers? Maybe I should tame this iron volcano. Could actually be useful. Slap some steam turbines on that bad boy. It should be fine. Uh-oh, iron volcano. Yeah, that is some very hot iron. Very, very hot. But we have iron. Okay, let's see, rocket. You are back. So go ahead and launch to here. Oh, we already got solid cargo. Then I guess when the research rocket number 2 is back, we'll get some fullerene and supercoolant. Here we go. Molten iron. That is a lot of molten iron. Wonder what would happen if you were to stand that. Wow, we have mowed down this little biome. How fast can one be? We've also got a neural vacillator. Who is our best duplicant? Actually, Ternos. No, Aaron. No, we're artist. Come on. Ooh, sunny disposition. Minus 20 stress a cycle. Okay, next research rocket. This should be enough. Yeah, look. So, molten lava. Or molten iron. I really need this iron. Here we go. That water is because of this tile here interacting with the heat. So yeah, slap that on and activate the thing. Building smelted. Yeah, that steam is a little bit warm. With 2 cargo bays, I can reach 18,000 kilometers. Can we fit more? Ah, okay, we cannot do 3 of them. I want fullerene, so head to the right carbon asteroid. A vacillator recharge. Look at those artifacts. We're soon... Oh, look, fullerene. Fullerene is... incoming. Yeah, fullerene. Now then, super coolant, and we'll have to construct our liquid oxygen and hydrogen. Now then, let's see here. Super coolant. It's all coming together. It's all coming together. Also like some insulite for visco gel. We have more fullerene up here. Isosap, metallic asteroids. We can get some visco gel. Now then, we have a research rocket, but we went to an asteroid that's only, or that we already have research, so we instead get 50 instead of 250. Makes sense. But I still need 11 more. Let's go to the closest one. Now then, time to design. So here we have, yeah, this is probably the most complex blueprint so far in the game. Liquid oxygen and hydrogen is, yeah, by far the most complex, but once it's all up and running, then we don't have to worry about it. And we will soon have done researching cryofuel combustion. Yup. Cryofuel combustion. We can make a hydrogen engine. So first I'll make a rocket for the temporal tear. Yeah, this is still coming along. Although it might take a while. It will take a long while. Just a few days knowing these tubes. Look what we have here. Isosap. So viscogel is going to be incoming. Ooh, look, I can get thermium. Where did I get niobium from? This asteroid, metallic asteroid. Yeah, this is all soon up, so we'll have 2 cargo rockets. Now we should be able to get that. Yeah, I need more astronauts too, so dog, more astronauts. Visco gel fluid, petroleum and isosap. Then I can replace both liquid locks. I have so many things to worry about, like the visco gel. I need to fix all of this up properly. We need more water. I guess I should have tamed my cool steam vents, but we should have enough water. We can always do that later. We need to get these pockets of polluted water. There should be something here, salt water geyser. Now then, super coolant. It's all coming together. It's all coming together. Now then, can we get this started? First of all, cool it down. Cool it all down. So I tried to come up with my own design, so let's see if this will work. We'll let all of this pressurize. Max gas pressure. I need to alleviate some of it. Everybody's idle on the machine. Oh, what is this? So much carbon dioxide. Here we go. This should all be working. Hydrogen. So we've set this to for the doors to close if the temperature isn't cool enough of minus 256 degrees Celsius, minus 201 degrees Celsius for the oxygen. So yeah, that should be pretty nice. Maximize efficiency with a power control station. So now all of this... Oh no, why are we getting oxygen? Goodness gracious, we don't want that. Let me just get a filter, or who cares? The oxygen will freeze before the hydrogen. It will all freeze. We also have carbon dioxide from the jet suits. Here we go. This is all cooling down. Already minus 100 degrees Celsius almost. Well then, let's construct a rocket for the temporal tear right here. Actually need to scan it. Look what we have here. Liquid oxygen. It's all coming together. It truly is coming together. And look what I discovered in the swamp biome. I think this is called the swamp biome. I was going to get it for all the water, but we found a polluted water vent, so we will analyze that, dig that up. We should have infinite water. Yeah, this thing is pumping out water, so now we shouldn't have to worry about that. Liquid oxygen and hydrogen. This will turn to ice soon, so I don't want to waste power on a filter. And yeah, other than that, so with this polluted water vent, I want some geotuners on it, so it will increase the heat, but we will get more water. So yeah, that is always nice. Can even increase our iron volcano. No, that's a waste of bleach stone. Now that it's geotuned, or no, it is not. Come on, hurry up. Anyways, liquid hydrogen incoming. We just have to wait for it to build up. I had to fix a few things, which was quite annoying, because this would break because the piping was made out of regular material, regular gas pipe, so it would freeze and break it, so I had to replace it. Lost a lot of hydrogen to that, so a lot of time and resources lost. However, this is soon done. Temporal tear rocket. Yep, it's all working just fine now with this. So the doors will close and inject cold heat, cold air, cold temperature once the temperature gets too high in here, too warm. Chill off all of that hydrogen that comes in at 60 degrees Celsius. Coolant too cool. Thank goodness we have super coolant. It doesn't freeze. Anyways, temporal tear soon discovered. Okay, Jertle, you're the most useless. You can go to the temporal tear, right? Oh, I need one more duplicate then. I want to stay at 20. So I have an interesting problem here. This polluted water vent also comes with food poisoning. So what my plan is to geotune it so it comes out at 130 degrees Celsius or something. I will place down some steam turbines and then somehow try to cool off the water. Yeah, that will be insane. I have a plan. So this is our little setup that we're working with here. The principle is... Oh, that's not good. Breaking the pipes. I was going to say, essentially we have this turned to steam because then we don't have to deal with polluted water. The heat will also kill off the food poisoning germs. I'm just going to set to send green signal if below 1,000 germs. And then we have a loop here. The output of the water from the steam turbines gets cooled down because I don't want it at 90 degrees Celsius. We have another thermo aqua tuner to cool that off. So we get nice clean water from an average of 6.6 average output a second. This liquid pump has ran for almost 50%. So that means that we're using maybe 5 kilos on average in this colony of water. So this should be perfect. We've also scanned the temporal tear here and we have filled up with 3 liquid fuel tanks, 1 liquid oxidizer tank. So our little boy Jertle here, he will have to go all the way to the temporal tear, almost 200,000 kilometers on this rocket ship. And yeah, it's time to do this. Launch! Imperative achieve the great escape. All hell on board. Our home world in this universe is gone, replaced by the skeleton of a planet and a wound in the sky. But I hold out hope that other worlds exist out there, tucked away in other dimensions. I sent my duplicate through the temporal tear, carrying that hope on their shoulders. Perhaps one day they'll find a place to call home and begin a thriving colony all their own. Nice, we have a bunch of achievements that we haven't checked out. So space race, no place like clone, totally tubular, 1 year to be exact. They got a better pulling back the veil. Nice. Our little colony summary here. Average power produced is very nice. Everything is just very nice. Total travel time, actually not so bad. We have these transit tubes everywhere. And also, we also have this little box here. This might be my best contraption that I've made. Despite the liquid oxygen and hydrogen, this little box here is literally cooling down the water here. Okay, apparently not enough though. We've also got our cargo rocket here. So Lilith or Genome, 3 cargo base, liquid fuel tank and liquid oxidizer tank at 813 kilos, which will bring us to exactly 20,000 kilometers. We can get a lot of isosap and niobium for fermium and such. So yeah, I'm just going to construct another one of these rockets as well, and then we should be flowing through. This is how the colony looks like right now, full of magma, geothermal power. So we've got our hydrogen rocket now, filled with 813 kilos of hydrogen and liquid oxygen. 3 cargo bays, which will bring us 20,000 kilometers exactly to the metallic asteroid. So let's launch. We've got Gino in here. Launch! So I'm going to construct another one of those rockets so we can get infinite isosap and then full arena. Also with this layout here, I need more supercoolant, but yeah, I think this needs more power. This might need one more thermal aqua tuner. Yeah, let's get it. And these germ sensors are actually working, so when this is not outputting steam, then we get a bunch of stuff, a bunch of water, clean water, not filled with germs, so this should start dying off. Yeah, so yeah, this con is just so good right now, day 429. But yeah, we've got more isoresins, so visco gel, we can seal off everything. This is just going just fine. We're getting water at 30 degrees Celsius. We probably cool that down even more, but other than that, we have a bunch of things to discover. Biobot builder, my duplicants have discovered a laboratory full of dusty machinery, the vestiges of another colony's experiments, perhaps. It is unclear whether the apparatus is intended for biological experimentation or advanced mechatronics, or both. Would also like to get our 20th dupe. We tossed away Jertol, so Gravita shipping container. An unfamiliar building has been discovered in my colony. There's movement inside, but whoever the inhabitant is, they seem very off us. If we can convince them that we mean no harm, we could very well end up with a fresh recruit and a useful new building. Yes, and we also got rockets coming in and somnium synthesizer. I've discovered a new dream analyzing building buried deep inside our asteroid. It seems to contain new sleep-specific suits. Could these be the key to unlocking my duplicant's ability to dream? I've often wondered what they might be capable of once their imaginations were awakened. An ancient specimen. I've discovered a fossilized critter buried in my colony, at least part of one, but it does not resemble any of the species we have encountered on this asteroid. Where did it come from? How did it get here? And what other questions might these bones hold the answer to? There is only one way to find out, so infinite fossil or diamonds. Yeah, so things are just going just fine, And this is working, everything is working. So we will just continue on. Vacillator recharges we have. I should probably stock up on that. I've discovered an experiment designed to analyze the evolutionary dynamics of critter mutation. Once it has gathered enough data, it could prove extremely useful for genetic manipulation. I don't really have any use for this one, kind of niche, but could be useful. So then, knock knock, we're going to get a really good duplicant from here. We're going to feed him frost burgers, surf and turf, mushroom quiche. Knock knock knock. Anybody in here? I see him. Yes, come on out. Hermit recruit progress. Initial contact was a success. Our new neighbor seems friendly, though extremely shy. He'll need a little more coaxing before they're ready to join my colony. Let's first deliver the food, please. I also need more bleach stone, so I made a bleach stone hopper. And we will be able to get, from salt and gold, some bleach stone forever. And I've set up some automation to where if this smart storage bin is full, then this machine will turn off. Hermit recruit progress. Success. All this excellent decor is really making the hermit feel at home. He scrawled a thank you note on the back of an old holiday card. What is this? Some lore. Interesting. A bunch of stuff here. Yeah, but there is so much to this game that I do not know. Maybe I should start reading more. Anyhow, decor is nice. Then we just need to power that up. Deliver some food. The hermit loved this food. Hold on. Pepper bread. So we need to deliver 3 unique food items. Quality must be great. +4 or higher. This is by far the hardest thing to do. But luckily, we have some ingredients from all across the map, because I haven't really been destroying a lot of the wildlife plants. Anyways, food poisoning is dying here. But thanks to that thing, I've designed this whole thing. So I've also cooled off all of the water coming in, which is very good. Look at these pedestals with the artifacts from space. That is cooking. The hermit loved this food. Just one more. Ooh, hermit recruit progress. Success. My duplicant's cooking has whetted the hermit's appetite for communal living. They've also found what appears to be a page from an old logbook tucked behind the mailbox. Visco gel for airlocks everywhere will reduce travel time. Reducing travel time is the best thing to do. If you want a successful civilization, then construct good roads. Liquid oxygen is also filled to the max. We're still waiting on liquid hydrogen. Yeah, liquid hydrogen is just taking way too long. I feel like I will need Maybe more electrolyzers. Anyways, liquid lock. I also need more gold, so we're going to colonize and excavate. And this little guy right here, he will soon be ours. We just need to turn on festive lights for a few more cycles. Should look for a gold volcano. I need to explore over here. No, then vacillator recharge. Come over here, silver. Genes have been shuffled, so what do we have? Sunny disposition. No stress in this colony. Hermit recruit progress. Story trait complete. My sweet duplicant's efforts paid off. Our reclusive neighbor has agreed to join the colony. The only keepsake he insists on bringing with him is a toolbox, which, whilst rusty, seems to hold great sentimental value. Now that he'll be living among us, his former home can be deconstructed or repurposed as storage. Welcome, new duplicant. Jorge. Welcome aboard, Herr Schwann. This guy is really good at everything. Let's see here. 7 and everything. Look at this, filled up with liquid oxygen. This is working so fine with this contraption. Wow, this is great. Our steam turbines still running well. How much power are we getting from steam turbines? We've also analyzed almost every single planet in our system. New vacillator recharge. How about silver again? Carbon dioxide vent has been discovered and a cool slush geyser. We should analyze this, but we don't need more water, I think. Also a saltwater geyser, so all the water was undiscovered. It was all hidden. Literally discovered most of the map, and now I discovered 1, 2, 3, and then this one as well. I still need to research the remaining researches, so maybe I should head out, study all of these planets. Ooh, silver, deep diver lungs. Look what we found, a gold volcano. Yeah, this we're taming right now. So I would like to use these germ sensors, but what happens is that we're simply not consuming the steam here fast enough. It overpressurizes, and then this polluted water vent stops outputting water, which we don't want. It's going to experiment. This game is all about experimentation and testing. Let's see here. And it's a lot of food poisoning, huh? Hopefully we'll be fine. Yeah, look at the pressure. Let's see, your germs is still looking alright. Maybe it's so hot it just gets deleted. We don't even need the germ sensor. Another problem is this pocket of polluted oxygen. I need to get rid of that. We can also get some thermium, so let's go. Lots and lots of fermium. Silver producing. Silver. So fermium. Thing about fermium though is if you shred it down from fermium to niobium, some of the tungsten gets deleted, but you get more niobium, so you essentially have an infinite loop of niobium if you have enough tungsten. I don't really need the fermium for anything though. Let's see here. Power added. Steam turbines. That's what we like to see. Geothermal power. And germs in the water. Still alright. Pressure in here is lowering, so it's working. Okay, so the gold volcano here. Yeah, Hellboy is just bathing in that, isn't he? But we're fine. We're not fine. Obviously, we're not fine. Molten... molten gold. This is not good. Too much steam. Yeah, this is just horrible. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Now then, let's see here. This is all working. So our little polluted water vent is now dormant. So for a while, we'll just be resting. Look how much water we have. And also, we're getting in some hydrogen. Yeah, look at this. Liquid hydrogen. But we have more resources, more water now. Why don't we get one of these bad boys? Bottomless Rodriguez oxygen layout. Instead of collecting the oxygen, we only collect the hydrogen. Now then, we are going to simply start all of this up. So hook up all the water. Yeah, we should be getting a bunch of hydrogen. Yep, all the oxygen gets deleted and all the hydrogen will stack up. I think it's working, except over here there's way too much pressure. This needs to be more exposed. I need to deconstruct all of this, but hey, at least we're getting way more hydrogen. Some of the oxygen will freeze. But yeah, one has already launched one of the rocket ships, and then I want more research modules, everything. Here we go. This is looking way better. Now we're only getting hydrogen and oxygen. Should have done that with this one, eh? But yeah, now we're using up a lot more water. This uses up 1,000 grams a second. Holy, that's going to run out soon then. But we have a bunch more water from these sources, as you can see. Average output 1,000 grams a second. This is 6.6. This one I need to analyze. We also don't have any more oil. I might have to work on that. Let's go. Since I need so much water for this whole rocket it set up. I'm just going to take this saltwater geyser, desalinate it, and then we have that. We're launching rockets at a rapid pace. We'll soon have this research as well. So I've made a few improvements to this little spike here, this little cooling spike. So I've merged it together because, well, it just injects cool temperatures, so it doesn't really matter what the temperature as long as it's cooler. But I noticed that this was made out of iron ore, so that's why it wasn't transferring heat so well. So I replaced that here with the hydrogen with fermium. 220 thermal conductivity. And now this is working. I was wondering why it wasn't being cooled down. We were wasting hydrogen. 4,800 kilos of fermium, 31 tons of steel, visco gel, super coolant, insulite coming in soon. So we have everything. Now the great monument will be constructed to monument base, monument midsection, and monument top. So how are our geothermal power plants doing? This has been up for 350 cycles. And yeah, it is cooling down, so we'll have to find new sources. But look how long that lasts. Now then, look what is incoming. There it is. Imperative achieved. Home sweet home. Ah yes, our printing pod. Our supercomputer. Okay, what a change of scenery. Great monument. Yeah, let's go. Few civilizations throughout time have had the privilege of understanding their origins. The one thing that matters is that we are here now, and we make the best of the world we've been given. I am proud to say this asteroid is our home. Okay, achievements, and even more achievements. Yeah, wow. So the state of our things, huh? Well, bunch of things. Average power produced, total oxygen produced, calorie generation. Oh, this is quite interesting, huh? Average work time 30%. Okay. Rocket missions underway. So as you can see, everything is fine. Yeah, I mean, we're just launching rockets, researching. Not much else has changed. I mean, we are just flowing through. Well then, I've been working on another heat spike here. So I'm just going to activate it into this deep core of the earth. But also, I won't be able to research everything. But yeah, that's the situation. So let's see this. Another one of these things. I should just have to close this for literally a second. That water should heat up to extreme temperatures. Actually dumping the temperature, and as you can see, it should be working. Yeah, we're getting power. Almost 5 million kilocalories of food. I think we've survived on this. No, thrived on this volcanic asteroid, haven't we? 3 of these setups here. I don't know how many steam... Let me see. We have about 29 steam turbines. 29 of those bad boys just working across this asteroid. Liquid oxygen and solid oxygen there. Are you kidding me? Oh well, what a colony. What a colony. Although the heat here isn't evenly spread out, which I don't like. But anyways, it has been 500 days or cycles here in oxygen not included. So this asteroid has been conquered. Oh wow. Very fun, huh? To extract the heat out of the environment. Actually, might be one of the easier power sources, right? I've barely used oil that much. Literally only for plastic and some liquid airlocks. But other than that, yeah, super coolant, everything. Our duplicants here, they are so happy. They have hundreds of skills. So yeah, vitals looking good, everything. Water is good, liquid oxygen, hydrogen. So yeah, the colony summary here after 500 days. Quite a lot of achievements here. Siren, Silver, Galaga Hero. Everybody. Buildings. So what? Automation wires, steam turbines. What is the building that we have the least of? I mean, 111. Okay. Total oxygen produced for the liquid oxygen and hydrogen. Average power produced. Average power wasted. So yeah, that is quite interesting. Anyways, Volcano Asteroid, Volcanea. Volcanic activity, magma channels. Anyways, thanks for watching, and if you're bored, then watch this video next.